Hello, my name is Carson Donaldson and my element is barium. So let's get started. Barium has an atomic number of 56. Barium is an alkaline earth metal, which means a couple of different things. First thing is barium has, and all alkaline earth metals have a positive charge of 2. They're all shiny white or silver, and they're all relatively reactive at room temperature. The atomic weight of barium is 137.33 grams per mole. Barium has 6 stable isotopes, and barium is never seen alone in nature. It's always in a compound. Alrighty, so some history, starting with bologna stones. So bologna stones were these stones found in a cave in the 1500s, and when they were shown light, they would glow, and they were named after the hometown of one of the discoverers of Bologna, Italy. So that's where bologna comes from. But alchemists thought that like these stones held some kind of like mystical powers, something like that. But it turns out later they were discovered just to be barium sulfate, which is a common form of barium. And the reason behind the glowing is because when barium salts are shown light or heat, they will give off a green color. Sir Humphrey Davy was the first person to isolate barium, and he isolated a couple other elements as well, sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. And he did all of this through electrolysis. And for those of you who don't know what electrolysis is, you have a container, and you send a whole bunch of electrons through the material, which is inside the container, and it'll break apart the ions. Then the ions will go to the attracted side. So one side will be positive, one side will be negative, and the ions will go to the side they're attracted to. And this was easy for barium because when all the electrons went through barium, it liquefied barium, so it was easy for the ions to move around like they wanted to and isolate barium on one side. Alrighty, some uses of barium. Barium is used in fireworks, paint, and x-rays. In fireworks, barium is responsible for the green color. This form of barium is barium nitrate, BaNO32. During fireworks, barium nitrate will be combined with PVC, or polyvinyl chloride, and it produces barium chloride and then a bright green color that you'll see in fireworks. Unfortunately, barium is toxic, so they're trying to move away from barium in fireworks and trying to go more eco-friendly, which is interesting. Paint. Barium is mainly used as a filler due to its density and its weight. And during x-rays, this is super interesting. So the barium's mainly used for x-rays of the intestines. And so they will feed the patient barium enema, or a barium meal, so to speak, and it'll go down into their stomach. And I said before barium was toxic, but this form of barium that they're using is insoluble, so it won't be dissolved inside the stomach acids. So it'll go into the intestines, and since it's so dense, when they take the x-ray, when the barium's inside the intestines, it'll bounce off, the x-rays will bounce off the barium and create a picture of the intestine inside the x-ray. Super interesting. Some health effects of barium. Barium can cause cardiovascular and kidney diseases, metabolic, neurological, and mental disorders. And then some fun facts. So the California state gem, benitoite, is made out of barium. And then also barium is responsible for a renewable energy systems breakthrough. And I'm going to explain this because I find this super interesting as well. Yttrium barium copper oxide, YBCO, as I like to call it because it's kind of a mouthful, is a superconductor. All right, and a superconductor is a material that can transport electrons from one atom to another without any resistance. And in the simplest terms I can put them in, YBCO has a critical temperature higher than the boiling point of nitrogen. And a critical temperature is the highest temperature a material can be without being vaporized solely due to pressure. And this is important because nitrogen is the most abundant element in the atmosphere and cheap to store. So essentially, this breakthrough could lead to cheaper, a more efficient product than copper in renewable energy systems. So I find that super interesting. That's it. That's my video. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.